Hi there, it's Shell and Clint.
Hello, everybody.
We just walked in the door like 5 minutes ago, and it's already 5 o'clock. It's, this time of year is our super busy, at least every other day. So, I wanted to go ahead and get this done, and then, then I can kind of sit down and relax or whatever. Clint is in the background eating a peach cobbler that we made with his Palisade peaches. He's like, I've been thinking about this all day. So.
Well, that and I bought another box of peaches.
Yeah, he bought another box of peaches, and those things are not cheap, but they're really good.
They're worth it, though.
Yeah, they're worth it. So today, all those cutoffs and stuff that you guys, I know a lot of you guys are kind of going along with me in this journey of building your stash. Well, I have tons of cutoffs, plus I have, tons of paper that Miss Cat gave me. And we're going to use some of that today. And I was thinking, how is the best way to use it for my journals and things. And I thought, to build up my stash, I think it'd be kind of fun just to kind of make up some pockets or little tuck spots. So we're going to kind of just see what we can come up with. This is just something I thought, oh, these would be perfect for, tuck spots or whatever. And that's just what I'm going to do with them. So some of these pages, this one's about 3 1/4 by about 2 1/2, and I just thought they looked perfect to go in a journal. So you could use either side, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to use my largest punch. In this case, this is a We Are Memory Keeper 10 millimeter, and I'm just going to put a little circle on it. That's pretty much it. I am going to, decorate a few of them up using some other scraps that I have. If I know, like this one's double-sided. So like if I know that, this would be the side I would use, and most likely it would, then, I'm going to maybe put some decorations or something. I do have a few plans. So let's go ahead and put that aside. Call that done. So whenever we're ready, we're just going to go through our box, pick out what tag fits, and we'll call it good. Now these are a little bit bigger. These are about 6 inches, just shy, nope, 6 inches. And I was thinking pockets because they're long, but I do need to cut them down because most times my pockets are my pages are about 5 inches, down. So I thought it'd be kind of nice just to cut up a bunch of these guys and make pockets. So let's just cut them about 4 1/2. I think that will kind of be good for any book that I have, and of course it's going to give me something else, but we can use that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all these long pieces into, the right size. If, I'm going to kind of look at them and make sure that, that's what I want to do, and I think that would work. Let's just put 2 of them aside. I think those could work as journaling cards. So I'm just going to kind of go through and see which ones I want to make pockets out of or whatever. Okay. And I love that one. Isn't that pretty? I love that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this side because I like the map here. So, and I'm doubling up or tripling up just to get my 4 1/2. Again, we are doing the, I love that one, assembly line. So, I love these. To me, they're really thin. So if I was to use them for pockets, I would want to back them on something first. So, let's see that. I'm not sure if I want a black pocket, but you know, I could for Halloween. Let's go ahead and keep that, because I will probably do a Halloween journal. I tend to do a few every year, just because. Okay. Let's see. Is that all? Yeah, that's it of this little group, but we'll come back to this. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and make these into pockets too, because why not? Instead of saving them for another time, and I may never use them, you know. Okay, so we have those. And again, I just want to kind of make sure that they're sturdy enough that I could use them for a pocket. Of course, if I feel like they're not later, you know, I could come back. One thing I forgot to get, let me grab it. Sorry, I may have kicked you. Oh, it was a good day. We were just really, really tired. I told Clint, how did we used to do this like every other day, you know?
Well, and it was like 400 miles every other day.
Yeah, we used to go like 3 or 400 miles every other day. And, you know, we've changed that a lot. But, yeah, thank goodness. I was thinking, oh, how did we used to do that? So I'm just going to round the top two. You don't have to round them if you don't want to, and maybe I won't on all of them, but we'll see. But I just thought it would be kind of nice to have like a finished pocket kind of ready to go. And right now that's what I'm going to do, is just kind of do this with all of them, and then we'll come back. So I'm just kind of, oops, wrong one, lining it up just so, you know, I can kind of estimate on either side, and then just using some distress ink. And I really like to use the Vintage Photo Distress ink. Look what I did, I forgot to round my corners. I don't know, I just really like that look right now. But I do have some, like I said, some other ideas on how to embellish these. But I just kind of wanted them to, you know, be ready to go. I thought this one would be fun for a pocket. Wouldn't that be fun? So let's go ahead and round them. Oops. I don't think I got that one in. Still getting used to this little corner rounder. It's not my, I'm not that knowledgeable with it, so it kind of, there we go, that works. But I really love it. I think it's really awesome. So, and this is just like a book page. So, it's a little bit thicker than, it's probably about the same as copy paper, maybe just a touch thicker. This one has Christmas on the back, or this front. So I hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. We had some private locates today. In fact, when Clint, you know, was telling me about the day we had, he said, oh, there's only like 2 over there, and we ended up having like 6. And over there is in Durango, because we go to Durango for our work. So, yeah, it adds up, you know, because people are like, oh, you're coming over. Well, and one of the guys says, well, he won't need us until Monday, so we'll be going back over there on Monday. And I think he's got 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So Monday's already looking like a busy day. And you know, some of our jobs only take like 5 or 10 minutes, and some of them will take hours. So, just depends on how things, you know, kind of work out. But, and then we went to lunch. Clint and I went to lunch. He had salad with barbecue chicken on it. And I got a Cuban sub, I think is what it was, with onion rings. I know I'm not very healthy. But I couldn't eat very much, you know, all of it. It was really filling, and when it's really hot out, it's just hard to eat. And I don't know. I think we're both just tired. I know I'm exhausted, and Clint was talking about how tired he was today.
Well,
Too, you know, just because it's just been a long week, and, you know, not having that rest and having to, you know, run up to Norwood and stuff was just kind of a long week. But we're still planning on going yard selling tomorrow, so must not been that hard of a week. But we really need to get some things for our vehicle and stop by and get his driver's license, because we have the certificate and stuff. We just haven't picked up his driver's license yet. So we have like some chores in town. And if we're going for chores, we may as well do some fun things while we're out.
that reminds me, I need to print everything.
Yeah. Oh, for the yard sales and stuff? Clint's going to try to get us a plan for the yard sales. Of course, when you guys see this, we'll probably be in the middle of yard selling if you see it early on Friday. But hopefully we'll have a haul video for you for Saturday. We'll see how things work out.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the fabric videos.
Clint's going to do a video for you guys this weekend. He thinks. So I told him I'd be quite alright with that.
Well, I need to do the...
But he has some ideas he wants to share with you guys. And he hasn't...
I'm going to go outside with my forerunner and get it
Okay.
loaded up in the morning.
Okay. So we're going to take the Forerunner tomorrow and just see if, you know, if it really does have an issue with like dying and stuff, or, you know, if it was gas or whatever. Plus it'll give us more room to fill up with yard sale goodies. We were talking about it this morning. He said, you know, it might not be such a good idea to take that because we have more room for you to fill up. I'm thinking it might be a good thing, except he really likes to get antique furniture and stuff. And yeah, I have to kind of be like, okay, well, you can have that, but what are you going to get rid of, you know? Yeah, kind of that thing. We're kind of wall-to-wall furniture sometimes. Okay, so I got that done. That wasn't too long. I mean, you could certainly just pop these in. You know, we have the one little one. You could certainly pop those into your junk journal. I think I'm just going to curve this edge. I don't know if it really matters if I, you know, do the ink. But the cats have been talking to me. It's not quite treat time yet, and they're running around talking to us about how much they missed us while we were gone. Poor babies. I'm trying to figure out if that is straight or not. I think it might be. I think it might be off on this one side. Oh, but it was just, you know, I'm just tired. I told Clint, are you sure you want to go to town tomorrow? And we both agreed that, yeah, we should go. Because, you know, we do have some chores and stuff. But, you know, really, yard sale season here only has another month or two, and that's about it. So we thought we better go ahead and, you know, have good use of it. Okay, I think I might cut this in half and make a couple of, I don't know, let me think. My plan though is to use up these little tiny scraps. So I do have a few ideas and I want to kind of share them with you. Okay, we have these. And I thought, you know, look at these little ones. They kind of like this one. You know, what if we made another pocket and then put it here? I think that would be really cute. So yeah, let's do that. And I don't think I'm going to, you know, like cut a hole in it. I think it's just going to be a little pocket. We may have to sew it though. I think that would be really cute to sew. I think it would. See if I can get my glue to work. Just enough to kind of tack it down. But doesn't that brighten that up? How pretty. I love that. So yeah, and then I will kind of sew that. So I love that. Let's think about, you know, that maybe for some other ones too, because I really love how that turned out. This one might be kind of interesting for here. There's a line right there I could kind of go on. Ooh, I really love that. Like I said, I'm just trying to somehow use up my scraps. And then, so I don't have any, you know, when I'm done with what I've done the last 2 or 3 days. I think these definitely need to be sewn. So we've got 2 of them. Ooh, wouldn't that look pretty over here? Let me just see if I have like another piece of mat or something that might be really pretty. So I have this, but I'm not sure how I would use that, and I don't want to cover up any of that prettiness there. I don't know. Okay, this one's going over here because I don't know if I want to put anything else on there. So let's see about this one. No, I don't like that. I have these. What if I cut these out? Just like one. Kind of like a faux stamp. And make like a little tuck spot right there. That would be cute. Yeah, let's do that. But, you know, if you didn't want to put anything else on these, you certainly don't have to. I just was thinking, you know, I should find a way to use up my scraps while, you know, they're right in front of me. I think I want this here. It's sideways, the orientation of the writing and stuff is sideways, but I think that still looks really cute. I think I'm going to do that. So this has been really fun, just kind of, you know, figuring out things to do and just using up my scraps. I really like it kind of to the side. I was thinking, well, maybe towards the middle or something, but I just really like how this looks. So, just a couple more. How fun. I'm really enjoying this. I know, I'm weird. I'm weird. Oh yeah, let's do that one there. This one may have to have something more to kind of decorate it. And I was thinking maybe like a stamp or something. Wouldn't that be cute? On the outside. Once I figure out where my stamps are, I think I just found them. Let's see. This one here. Those are so fun. Okay, this one. Ooh, check this out. Sorry. Check this out. That's kind of fun. I only have, well, I have the these. So, yeah, I think it needs to go on this one. This one I'm going to try to just put a little thumb hole in it, just to kind of mimic, you know, it's kind of off center too. That'll work. Just to try something different. I think that'd be kind of fun. How fun is that? Okay, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to cut it down and do a curve. Come like that one and make it like into a little tuck spot. Clint's back. Bubba's like, but Daddy. That's kind of cute. I love those. Okay.
So emotional.
Isn't he though?
Oh Lord. Has he been meowing?
Nope.
Okay, good.
We haven't heard him.
That's
I know.
no worse the window.
Okay, have fun.
I don't know about the keys. There. Got all the windows on.
That's cute. I like that. Yeah, I think I'll just make that into like a small pocket. I tell you though, man, again on the way home, I was just so tired. I'm getting too old to work every day. You guys know how it is. I'm ready for a vacation. You know what I need is like this, but, ooh, no I don't. Never mind. Oh, this is what I was thinking, this green. Like that. That's kind of pretty, I like that. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it like that. Maybe put another little thumb hole. That's just cute. And it's kind of nice to, you know, have them a little bit different here and there. If I could line them up. They're kind of hard, huh? Good enough. Let's go ahead and do these corners. Give it a try. Ooh, how cute. Oh. Surprised the cats aren't over here, you know. You could hear a bit a while ago, but the rest of them are just kind of, I don't know what they're doing. Son's outside cleaning the car out. And then let's do this one. Of course, I just did my green there. Nah. Nope, nope, nope. I didn't want that, did I? Ooh, no. Let's see what I have over here, if anything would work. There are some purples right here on top. Might kind of work. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just going to cut a piece down. Because, you know, if you're not making more scraps while you're crafting, then... were you really crafting? It's kind of like a tree. If the tree falls in the forest and no one's around there to hear it, did it really make noise? I don't know. Makes you wonder. Oh, you guys. Okay. I think I'm going to go a little bit smaller just to kind of uncover my butterfly. Lily Mae's starting her staring contest at Mama, because she's like, Mama, it's almost 6. She always starts like right at 5:30 and makes sure that I don't forget. But I was telling somebody that, you know, they get their trees right at 6, and the reason I do 6 o'clock and I make them wait until the last minute. Ooh, almost like that better. Let's go with that side. I make them wait until right at 6 o'clock, because when the time changes, that 6 o'clock goes to 5 o'clock. And I try not to, you know, I don't want to give them hope that they can kind of, I don't want them to, you know, do it at 4 o'clock or whatever. Yeah, she knows that, hey, it's not really 6 o'clock anymore. It's 5 o'clock, Mama. Okay, and I think we're going to put some finishing touches on these. You know, they don't take very long, and let me grab some, a couple more things, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my stamps, and I thought that would just be a fun way to kind of decorate these. But first, I think I really want to sew around them first. So let me grab my sewing machine. It's just right in front of me. I just got to make room for everything for it. Oh, everything's falling. Oh, this weekend will definitely be cleaning and organizing. We did go to Home Depot, and I got some more like little organizers to kind of organize myself a little bit more. Okay, so here's the sewing machine, and I am going to pull my foot over here. There it goes. Sorry. I'm saying sorry a lot. I think I'm tired. But I had this idea for a couple of days, and I really wanted to kind of, you know, kind of do this. So what I'm going to do is, I think I am going to switch to a zigzag and go around the pocket. And the little tiny pocket is what I'm doing right now. So if I can get it to play right. Oh man. Oh, that's okay. I just poked a hole where I didn't intend to. So, see how that is? Isn't that cute? Then it has a little thing there. Let's do a couple more of those, and then we'll see what else we want to do, if anything, as far as sewing. I mean, you don't have to do a lot of sewing on here, that's for sure. I think I'm just going to slide it a little bit. This one, I'm just going to do 2 sides. And get it in here. And I just have brown in my machine right now. Not too concerned about, you know, having matching colors or anything. I really like the brown. I think that's my all-time favorite. of doing it on a sewing machine. I mean, just kind of generic fabric and stuff, or material. Paper. Oops, almost messed up, didn't I? This one I am just, again, just going 3 sides. I think that's all I'm going to do is just do the pockets. I think that adds enough interest. Okay, let me kind of show you what these are looking like. So I think they're really cute. That one and this one and this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sew these, and I'll be right back so you guys don't have to watch through the whole thing. Okay, so I did a few things while I was off camera and sewing, and I did all zigzags on all of the little pockets. Thought they were really cute, the little tuck spots, pocket. If I felt like it needed something else, you know, I did some stitching around the edges. And then this one was kind of inspired by Jean. I think her name is Jeannie or Jean. She's a new member of my Facebook group, and she was sharing some pictures of the button booklets that we did. And instead of just doing a straight stitch all the way around, she did straight zigzag. And I have done that before, but you know, things just kind of leave your brain for a while, and I thought, you know, that is a cute idea. So I went ahead and did that on some of them, or on this one, because I felt like it still needed something, and I didn't think it needed, you know, a big thing. These I just did my I got strings everywhere. I just did the zigzag, but you know, just things that I didn't feel like needed something else, then that's what I did, is just the zigzag. And I think these are so cute as they are. You know, again, you can take them as far with decorating or as little, depending on what you want to do. But I did want to add some stamps, so just to kind of dress it up a little bit more. When I look at this, you know, yeah, you could certainly just leave it like this, and you know, I mean, you can stop at any stage. It's just whatever you want to do. I just felt like they needed stamps. I don't know. Plus, I still have tons of stamps. And, you know, if I use them all up, then I can buy more, right? So I was thinking like a purple one might be cute on that. My 2 favorite colors, I know I always say green is my favorite color, but my second favorite color is purple. So that's kind of fun there, maybe. I don't know, it doesn't really work for me. Let me keep looking. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set all of these out like I normally do, and that way if I find a stamp that I feel like is going to fit something, then, you know, I can pull it out and go ahead and use it. I might want to stamp on these as well, you never know. Let's see. And then if I don't want a stamp, then I certainly don't have to use one. Okay, so let's just kind of look, you know, maybe, you know, what kind of stamp would go there or whatever. I do like this brown one. That's kind of fun. Ooh, I like that. Or do I want him over here, or even there? Nah, I don't like him there. I do kind of like that. Let's see if we can find like a lengthwise one, you know, that kind of decorate that up a little. Ooh, I like that a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and put some ink on them and then glue them down. That way I can just kind of have a little bit more room to work with. I again, you don't have to put the ink on it, you know, just do whatever you want to do. I always say that, but we do have new subscribers daily, and I want them to kind of get the gist, you know, that they can do what they want to do. They certainly don't have to do it like I do it. Come on. Georgia, this weekend I'm going to get my thing together. My charm holder thing, so I can find my pen easier. Isn't that fun though? And these stamps, you know, you can pick them up on Etsy. The person I got them from actually was on vacation. I may need to check and just see if they're still on vacation or if they're back. But they were really a good price. And then to put in your little pocket or whatever, you could just put, you know, like a journaling piece or a tag or something. I think that would be really adorable. So we got one done. Let's look at these other ones and see what we want to add here. A blue one. That might be kind of cool there. Yeah, let's do that. Try not to think too much about it, you know. I'm just kind of, if I like the way it looks, I'm just going to pop it on. So, you know, I'm not spending hours on thing. And I think it was Jeannie again, or Jean, and she said, sorry, Jeannie, my aunt's name is spelled the same way, and she says Jeannie, so that's why I pronounce it that way. If that's not correct, then let me know. But she was talking about those button booklets, and she says, you know, the ones that took you like an hour to do took her all day. I felt so bad. This one, I thought it would be kind of fun to decorate it like Halloween. You know, Halloween's coming up, and I'm sure I'm going to have some, maybe like 3 stamps or something. I think that'd be kind of fun. So just orange and black. And plus, it gives me a chance to use up some orange and black stamps, or orange stamps, because that's just not something I tend to do. Those are identical-ish. You know, I don't tend to use the... Yeah, let's do those. But, yeah, I was laughing at that, and I could see how that would take, because I felt like, you know, it took me well over an hour to do that. Probably took like an hour and a half to do the first part of those booklets, and I was thinking, man, this is a long one. And then I came back, you know, and spent another hour on putting the pages and stuff in it. So I can understand how they would take, you know, someone quite a bit of time to do. So I love Halloween. I've told several of you before that that's my birthday. I was born at 10:26 p.m. Halloween night, and my mom wanted to name me Witch Hazel. And my dad said, I don't think so. I think it was a joke. I don't think she was serious, but you know, she would always tease me. She's been gone 3.5 years now, and she would always tease me on my birthday. She'd call me Witch Hazel, and I think it was just a big joke, you know. So that's kind of cute. And then, you know, later if I feel like it needs something else, I can go ahead and put something else on there. So let's see where else we're going. We are knocking them out now, huh? That's pretty blue, but I really don't have a need for blue now. So I'm going to look at these two. I don't want to cover that if that's pretty. They're what?
Ripening up.
Oh, the
Apricots?
apricots, are they done yet, you think?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
They're still green.
We have lived here for
21 years.
21 years in August, and we have an apricot tree. And when we first came to look at the house, it was like in probably about this time, 21 years ago. And this man was coming, and he had this big bucket, and his brother-in-law is the one that was selling the house, and he says, he told me to come and pick all these apricots, you know. So we're like, oh, okay, you know, that'll be kind of fun to have an apricot tree and stuff like that. I'm just kind of picking something and making it work. And so for 21 years, I guess for 20 years, we have never had enough apricots to harvest any. And I was thinking, you know, how funny it is that he had this huge, you know, huge tree full of apricots, and every single year they have frozen, except this year for, you know, 21 years. It was just like, what? I don't know, I may have to add that one too. I'll see. But, you know, I was just, Clint just went out and checked on them. Because at the time, I didn't realize that I love apricots, and that is my all-time favorite. I'm just putting some orange ones over there because I found them. And wow, I just love apricots. So that's kind of pretty. Yeah, maybe I'll put that there. And he went and checked them, said they're not quite done, but I'm excited. Oh, look at this. Oh wait, which one was it? That one is perfect. Yep. Just a pretty flower. I don't know. I don't really read the stamps or anything too much. But so I'm so excited about apricots this year, and I've talked to several people and they said, well, you can have some of ours, because it seems like the apricots did really well this year. And I think I was telling you guys the other day, we went to a locate, and this man said that he was walking on his property and he looked at a tree and he's like, well, that's a cherry tree. It had cherries on it, and they've lived there for years and years and years, never had cherries on it. And I thought that was so funny that he's like, oh, well, that's a cherry tree, because it had never borne fruit, you know. So I thought that was really interesting and funny. It just made me laugh. So this is a little uh-oh, hold on. Put it on upside down. When I do put them on upside down and I don't recognize it or I don't notice it, then I just leave it. But if I notice it and I can, then this was just a little tuck spot, and I just thought that was kind of an empty spot, and I just wanted to put something there. And I may, if I find something else, I might want to put kind of here. That would be kind of cool too. Yeah, let's do that. I'll kind of put it like, instead of white and black, I'll just kind of make it work. But yeah, he's like, we got tons of cherries. We got over 3 buckets or something of cherries. And he's like, I never even knew that was a cherry tree. So that was fun. But this year we didn't really have the freezes that we typically have. But it's funny. The family that lived here before us were called the Glazners. And, you know, like I said, we've been here 21 years, and they still refer to it as the Glazner house. So Clint and I were laughing about that, because we've been here, you know, so, you know, will it ever change? I don't know. But we were just, yeah, kind of got tickled about that they called it the Glaze. He's like, oh, you live in the old Glazner house. Told him, I guess, you know, when the older people pass, then maybe it'll be, you know, recognized as the Ratcliffe house. You know, how long do you have to live here before they but it just tickled me that they called it that for this man. He was such a nice guy. He's like, oh yeah, you live in the Glazner house. I don't know, you guys know how I am. Oh, these are so fun, guys. I hope you give this a try, even if you don't use stamps. to decorate it. I would love to see what you decorate it with. You know, I think it would just be really fun. But if you haven't ever used stamps before, I think, you know, it might be just a fun thing to use. But I know some people just can't afford things like this. And you know what? When you get your junk mail or whatever, peel those stamps off. Cut around them. You know, if they're really hard to... Ooh, that one's pretty. If they're really hard to peel off or whatever, just cut around them. And it doesn't really matter. And sometimes, if you're really, really lucky and you're looking at a thrift store, you'll find stamps. Like canceled stamps. One I found, which is really weird, but one I found one, and they just had these stamps, just like this, just like a handful of them, sitting on on the shelf, not in a bag or anything. And I'm thinking, because what a mess it was. But I picked up all I could find. But you know, I think the stamps just kind of add a little bit to it. There's not a cute one. I love those. Look, oh yeah, let's do these real quick. And the only reason I'm using my vintage photo is because some of them are really white, and so I'm just kind of taking it down so it looks kind of more vintagey. But you know, if you don't want the vintage, you know, style or whatever, but I tend to do the vintage more than not, so that's fun. What else do we have? 4 more and then we're done, guys. How fun is this? Really hasn't taken that long from my calculations. I kind of calculate in my head how long it takes, and sometimes it's not right. So sometimes I have really long videos. Sorry, guys. I try to keep them under an hour, especially during the winter. Usually I try to aim for like an hour-long videos. And then when summer came along and I thought, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this every day, it's really hard to go back from an hour long to like half an hour or 20-minute videos, because you kind of get it in the groove and you're used to doing all that, and it just kind of, I really love these that have the cancellations and stuff. I just think that's so cool. And this says it was says July 9th, 1931 or something. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's cool. So, but yeah, when I was, you know, trying to knock them down and stuff, and just do a certain amount, I thought, man, it's hard to stay within 20 minutes or whatever. And I think it's because, you know, a lot of people say, well, you know, we feel like we're chatting with you and having just a good old time. And I think that's what the problem is I'm enjoying it so much that I'm talking to you guys and kind of filling you in on our day and stuff, that I don't, I just kind of get carried away, I guess.
Lost in the moment.
Lost in the moment, Clint says, and he's right. That one's kind of interesting.
But I'm happy.
What are you having? Clint's having homemade. Clint's having some more of his peaches. He's already had peach cobbler.
Yeah,
but now he's eating healthy and just having peaches. So, but I told him I'm gonna have cobbler too, because we made it and it was so good. But I wanted to do the video first, because I know if I kind of, you know, unwind, yeah, I'll be like, oh, I'll just do it in the morning. I like that. I think I'm gonna go with that. And so it was kind of, let me do my video first, and then I'll, you know, enjoy my supper, which is going to be peach cobbler.
Yeah, we had a pretty big lunch.
We did have a pretty good lunch, and for breakfast I had a bagel and cream cheese, and we got a smoothie. And then for lunch, usually when we eat lunch out, which, you know, is usually when we work, then we don't eat like a big dinner, big supper or anything. I was thinking like a pink one or something would go cute there. It doesn't look too bad. Let me see if I have like a florally one. But yeah, so we don't tend to eat, you know, more than one meal or so a day. Let me look one more time. If I don't find anything this time, I'm not going to keep digging. I'm just going to call it good.
Hi, baby.
Oh, look at this stamp.
Oh, baby.
Isn't that one cool? And somebody said that whoever's in the background needs to speak up or get a microphone.
More than likely, I was talking to a cat.
Yeah, I was thinking he probably wasn't talking, you know, to us, because I do tend to, that's kind of cool. I do tend to repeat what he says if he wants you guys to hear it. So I know it's kind of probably annoying, especially if you're kind of hard of hearing or something. And sometimes when I watch back my videos, I'm thinking, I really couldn't hear you, but he does try to raise his voice when he's talking to you guys. So you guys have to let me know if it's annoying or not with him in the background. I don't want a horse, I don't think. You know, if you can hear him and stuff. I think it's funny, but you know, I know some of the new people are like, if you're going to have somebody in the background, you need to have a microphone on them. I'm thinking, but then I'd have to buy a new camera.
Well, I'm good.
Yeah. He'll just talk louder.
I'll just go somewhere.
No, you don't want to do that. All your fans would be sad. Okay. Which one? This one? Or this one? I think I'm going to go with the first one. Oh. But yeah, it was just kind of funny. Clint and I are just laughing. I'm thinking, well, it's obviously not somebody who's been with us for a while. It's a new person. It's got to be. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys real quick what they look like. Oh, I wanted to put maybe one or two more stamps on here just because I have I especially want to use this one because it's orange and black. I think that's fun. I just thought it would kind of dress it up. And since there's 4 of them, I have to have 5, so that'll work. Okay. I was going to see if Clint wanted to go to the thrift store today in Durango, but man, we were so exhausted we just came home. Oh, baby. Okay, so now let's kind of take a minute, see what we got done in this time. So I have this pocket. Isn't that cute? And, you know, I'll put a tag or something here, and I'll probably show that as I use them. This is a tuck spot, so I would put glue here and here. And then these pockets, and I think they are so fun. This one is one of my favorites. I just love how that one turned out. A little pocket. Ooh, and I love this one. I think that one is so fun. I love the colors and stuff. This one, which is another side tuck. Aren't those awesome? I think these are so fun. And this was just my idea. I just thought, you know, I just should use my scraps. I'm not saying it hasn't been used before, because more than likely it has. But if it has, then hasn't, then you guys have another way of using them up your scraps. So I think these turned out really awesome. hope you guys give them a try. Come join us on Facebook at The Rambling Crafters with an S. And the link is always below. Be sure and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. It helps out our channel. And thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next video. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.